Hi guys, so today I'm coming to you with an Amazon and original factory shop haul, and it's a beauty haul. I like to get, when I have a lot of things that I've gotten that for bargain prices and really good products, a lot of them I haven't actually reviewed yet, they were just recently purchased, but I did want to show you what I got. And the first one was, so I'll go through everything I got on Amazon first, and the first thing was the W7 Cheeky Trio. Now I had seen this reviewed on a lot on YouTube, and I wanted to kind of check for myself because W7 have done really good kind of dupes of Urban Decay. I wanted to see what this was like. It does have it's a bronzer, blush and highlighter, and you can see at the back there that they do a like a little picture of what you would get, because in this shop, or even on when you look into the shop, they do have it sealed. So when I open it, this is what it looks like. Now I've used it a couple of times. The bronzer is a little bit it's called Dream Machine, and it is a little too light as a bronzer. I felt that it came off a little bit too light, but maybe that's because of my skin tone. But for the price, it was $5.99 on Amazon. So for the price, for a bronzer, a highlighter and a blush, it is a good it's a good bargain. The blush and the highlight are amazing. You do have to really build it up though. It takes a lot of kind of efforts to kind of get the blush and the highlight onto the face, which I kind of thought for the price, you know, you would expect some kind of downfalls as well. The smell as well is a little bit talky. If you don't like that smell, you wouldn't like this product. But in terms of the blush and the highlight is amazing. It really does a good job under the eyes of highlighting those areas, and the blush is kind of like a soft rose. It does come off really well. So the only thing that I would say is for me, the bronzer was a little bit just too light to use as an actual bronzer. I have used it actually instead as an eyeshadow, and it's been really good for that. So this is called Dream Machine, the blush is called Fifth Avenue, and the highlight is called Hot Stuff. So it was $5.99, so it was a little good bargain, and it's very travel friendly. Obviously it closes, so you can kind of carry it around with you as well. Didn't come with a brush, but obviously you would need different brushes, not like an eyeshadow palette. You would need different blushes for these products anyway. So that's what I like. The packaging was really pretty too. So that was that. The next thing I got were these brushes. These, you get 10, and this is I just have the prices down here for you. It is X-Source makeup brushes, and they were $3.99. I'd seen these reviewed so many times on Amazon, and I really wanted to check them out for myself. And they came sealed, as you can see, and as you open them, they do have their own individual packaging as well. I did order them on Amazon, and I will be reviewing them for you, and I'll do a little video on that. But I thought for 10 makeup brushes for $3.99, that's amazing, and they look very good quality, and I have kind of felt them. They're very soft. For the eyeshadow brushes, they do look quite thick, but I'm sure you could use them as concealers and foundations as well. So again, as I said, I will review those for you. But they were $3.99, and they're X-Source, and I had seen X-Source brushes reviewed a lot on Amazon too, and there was quite positive reviews on that. So I will let you know how I get on with those. The next thing was this brush holder, and I thought it was a very nice design. And it's what I like to do is I have another brush holder that I use when I go on to makeup gigs as such. I like to have one for the clean brushes, and then because you don't know how much workspace you're going to have, I like to have one for the dirty brushes so I can clean them when I get home straight away. So I got another one of these, and this one kind of has a little pretty design on it. The brush holders themselves were $6.99, and I do think it's a little bit pricey for Amazon, but when you actually get them, when I actually open the packaging, it's very good quality. So, I mean, some of them when you look online, when you get them back, they're actually completely different to what you see online. So, I liked the pattern. I think the pattern is really cute as well. So you just pop it on, all of my brushes fit in. That's always what I always check the dimensions of these things too, because what you don't want to do is get something and then bring it home and it's tiny and it won't fit in any of your brushes. So that's what it looks like, and you just clip it there and it closes. So it's really good to take. It's really good just to have anyway if you're not a makeup artist, but if you are, and you get two, you can kind of use one for the dirty brushes and one for the clean brushes, and that's what I use it for. But I also use it at home for personal use as well. So that was really good, and again that was $6.99 on Amazon. These I'm really excited to show you. These are the lip quads from Sleek. Now there's 4 available, but I got the palette in Ballet and the palette in Siren. Siren is number 859 and Ballet is number 858, and you get 4 in each, and I'll just show you the Ballet one first. They are a little bit hard to open, but this is what they look like. They do come with a mirror, but I won't blind you with that. This is what they look like, and as you can see I've dipped into them already. This one here is Tutu, this is Plie, this is Swan Lake, and the last one is Pirouette, and they all have they do come off more of a lip gloss, but they do have good staying power as well, and they come off, sometimes when you see quads like this and you actually see the colours, they're very different when you put them on the lips, but actually they're very good colour. They're exact to what you see in the palette, which is really good, and again really travel friendly as well. So you know, they have really good packaging. Sleek in general have very good packaging anyway. It has the Sleek logo there, and at the back it does tell you what each lipstick is called as well. So I'd say they're in between a lipstick and a lip gloss, but very good staying power. That was the Ballet. And the next one is Siren, and this was my favourite. There is 4, but Siren was another one of my favourites, just because I loved kind of the reds. This one is a little bit hard to open. Just open this up for you. It really is, they are pretty much, there we go. Okay, so again, I won't blind you with the mirror, but these colours I just absolutely love. And the good thing about this is, as I was saying before, sometimes online it doesn't look like, when you get it, it doesn't actually ring true to what actually you're expecting. But these colours are, and again, you can see I dipped into them. So this one here is called Love Me, this one is Desire Me, this one is Miss Me, and this one is Kiss Me. And again, I will do a review on those two, but I've obviously tested them out already, and they're really good. And again, the lipstick colour that you see is definitely what you get when you put it on your lips. So I'm really happy with those. And they were, I've written all the prices down so I could get it right for you guys. They were $8.81 each, which I did think was a little bit expensive. I was expecting $5.99 each, but then I thought, if it is actually, you know, what they say, again, I've seen so many good reviews, $8.81 is what I paid for per quad, which some people might find a little bit expensive, but if you go to sleekmakeup.com it may be a little bit cheaper. So that's where those were. Then I just got my strictly professional cosmetic brush spray. You just spray and wipe away, which to me, until you get a deep cleanse, until you have time to do a deep cleanse, this is really good just to spray the brush. It dries by itself and move on, especially if you're doing 3 or 4 people, or if you just you don't have time at home to do like a deep cleanse as such for your brushes, spray this on and they're ready for use again. Very good. It's called the Strictly Professional, and it's no soak either, so it dries really quickly, gets rid of the dirt straight away, and you can just wipe it away with a tissue, and it takes off the excess dirt. So it's really good. And that was $6.49, which I think is worth it, because you do get a lot of use out of this. For example, this will last me about 3 months, so that's really good. 3 months in kind of the low season in terms of makeup artistry, and I mean maybe a month or 2 months in, well, a month and a half I'd say, in high season of makeup as well. Again, if you were just using it for your own personal use, you might get more usage out of it as well. So that was that. The other thing that I'm really excited, because I used to use these as a teenager and I couldn't find them anywhere, I found them online again. Amazon is one of my favourites, and they're the Max Factor pan sticks, and I got 4 of them. And I absolutely love them. They are really good coverage. I'd say hot, medium to high coverage, and I got them in True Beige, Cool Bronze, Deep Olive and Medium. And they are just amazing. I'll just open them up so you can see. They smell just gorgeous, and I've seen, again, I used them when I was a teenager. I actually had when I had my prom makeup, I used them, and they were really good. The makeup just lasted all night. This is what medium looks like, and obviously as you twist it up, it does, you get like the exact same length as the tube itself, so it is good. And again, you don't need, a little bit goes a long way as well. So that's the, I'll show you what they all look like. So that's the medium. I'll just close that one. And again, really travel friendly too. You just pop it in your bag and you're good to go. This is the Cool Bronze. There's only one thing I'll say about it at the end that I wish they did. And I'll say it now, I may as well. I wish they came in darker colours for all varieties of skin tones. You know, I don't think that they pan to the darker woman in terms of skin tone, and I wish they did. That's the only thing I would say about the Max Factor pan sticks, is that I do think that they do a really good job, but if you're not a certain skin tone, it's not going to suit you, obviously. So that's the only kind of negative thing I would say, is they need to kind of do the pan sticks in darker colours for darker girls and women. That's my only thing. So yes, this is Cool Bronze, and this was actually the darkest I could get, because I did look for the darker. And again, you just twist at the bottom and it comes up like that, and you can twist it back like that, and you just pop it back in the lid and it's good to go. And I'll just show you the other two. This is True Beige, which would be my all over foundation coverage, and then I would use the others maybe for contours, or else what I will do is, obviously I'm going to put them in my kit, but I love using them as well. And this is True Beige number 12, and again, you've seen me do it before, you just hold it up like that and it does come up, and that's a nice colour, but again, I would use that in terms of my own skin tone. And the last one is Deep Olive, and that's Deep Olive there. So the only thing I would say is that they don't really cater to the darker woman, which I think they should do. So yes, that's rant over. So that's those. This is going to be a long video, guys, sorry about this, but just wanted to show you guys what I got. And these again, I have the packaging actually, because these are the little, I have the Beauty Blender and I have the Real Techniques sponges as well, but these I got in China, and you will not believe, sorry, for the pan sticks, just let me tell you, each they cost $4.70 each. Sorry about that, guys, I forgot to tell you. And again, they're on amazon.co.uk, but I'm sure you can find them on amazon.com too, and obviously on the Max Factor website themselves, I'm sure they do them, but they're for the amazon.co.uk, it's $4.70 each. Okay, moving on to these. You will not believe how much I got these for. I'll tell you in a minute, but I'm super excited because these are actually a repurchase. I have gotten these before, I got them from China. I was waiting about 2 weeks, but I didn't mind. These, for the 4 of these, it was 88 pence, and that was the whole thing, not even delivery, it was 88 pence. I couldn't believe it, and obviously they're a little bit tougher in terms of kind of the feel and stuff like that, but once you wet them, they do the exact same job as the Beauty Blender. You get 4 in them, and they are really, really good value for money because they do work. Again, as I said before, they're a repurchase, and they last you a very, very long time. And I would say, if you're starting out with the Beauty Blenders and you're new to them, I would get something like this. I wouldn't spend my money on a Beauty Blender or even a Real Techniques beauty sponge, because these do the exact same job and they're much cheaper and you save a lot of money. So these were, I like the colours too, they're really, really, you don't kind of choose, they had different colours on the Amazon website. I think there was like yellows and greens, but you can't really tell what ones you're going to get, but I don't mind that because, I mean, they're really good quality for the price. So yes, that was the sponges. The next thing I got was the Maybelline, the Colossal Express, Volume Express mascara, and I'd heard a lot about this. I couldn't find it in Boots when I went there, so I thought I'd look on Amazon, and I found it for $3.49, and I like the brush too. Sometimes you can get a really, really thick brush and it's hard to kind of manipulate the mascara, but I'm wearing it today, and I like it. It dries really quickly if you're in a rush. Doesn't take a long time to dry. So again, if you do need to kind of reapply, you can wait under a minute, and again, it dries really quickly. You can kind of apply it again. So that was really good. I like the packaging too. I think it's quite nice packaging, and again, it does have like the brush where it kind of comes out at the end and it kind of in towards the middle, so you can kind of reach the edges really easily without making mistakes. So really, really good as well. I love that. So that was $3.42 on Amazon. And I think I'm coming towards the end of that, so what I'll do is just move on to the original factory shop. And these were some purchases I got today. The first thing I'll show you is, and I've left all the prices on so you'll see it when I just turn over the palette. You can see that this is the Barry M Starry Eyed palette, and it was £3 in the original factory shop. And this is what it looks like. There isn't any names like Urban Decay and W7, but it does have beautiful colours. So there's mattes and shimmers, and this kind of reminds me of kind of Christmas time and things like that. I think it would make a very good gift, but also for yourself. I think it's a great little investment. So that's your blush right here, like a peachy toned blush. And then you have two mattes. So there's this one like a dark brown and more of a maroon coloured matte. And then you have, I know the colours probably aren't, I am going to again do a swatch of these in a review. You have like a golden shimmery colour here. You have another maroon similar to this but very shimmery. And then you have like a very midnight blue colour there, which I was excited about too. So really, really good palette. You do get the double-ended sponge applicators, but again, if you use your own brushes, you don't really have to use those. It says, indulge yourself with 6 rich, luxurious eyeshadows and golden peach blush. Includes 2 double-ended applicators. Barry M Cosmetics, London. That's what that looks like. It does say it's a limited edition, but I've seen it in Boots and I've seen it on Amazon as well. And it just happened to be in the original factory shop, so I still think it's available. I think you can get it in most places online and in Boots as well. So very, very good investment, I think. It reminds me of Christmas for some reason. So I will be doing a review on that and letting you guys know how the colour payoff is as well, things like that. So that was £3. Again, this was a repurchase. I got it in Boots the very first time I purchased it, but I saw it in the original factory shop, so I picked it up. It's £2. It's the Work the Colour collection. Now they come in 4 different colours. I think there's like a glittery one, kind of a grey smoky eye one, and then more of a peachy toned one. And this is the nudes. So it has numbers on it as well, so I'll just show you. You get 8 eyeshadows and 1 highlighter, but the highlighter is a cream highlighter, and I usually use powder highlighter. So I have, even in my last one that I got, I never really used the highlighter itself. I used these ones down here as highlights. So the main one that I got a lot of use out of was this one here. So you can see 1, 2 and 3. So you've got your highlight, your lid tone, and then your crease and your contour. And that's what it looks like. And if I just show the camera the colours, there you can see at the back, if you are a beginner to eyeshadow, it also has numbered kind of instructions on what you should do. Again, this one here is just for the highlighter, but again, if you have a powder highlighter, I think they're just easier because the cream highlighter can just look a little bit shimmery and shiny, so I don't really think for that reason that I would use it. But again, if you are a beginner and new to makeup, this is really good. And this was £2, and I think it's the same price in Boots as well, but I'll just show you those colours again. That's what it looks like. I do have a review on this, so I will link it below. Very, very good quality colours for the price, so I got those as well. The next thing I got is a foundation, and I'm wearing it today. It's the Max Factor Experience Weightless Foundation, and mine is in Beige Linen 50, and it has an SPF of 10, and that's the colour. It does show you, in the shop it did show you the kind of here of what colour you actually will get, and I did test it because sometimes you can't really tell, even though it says it, you can see the colour on the skin. It does kind of texturise and warm up to your own skin tone, so it's very important to kind of test it. And they usually do have tester bottles anyway, so you don't have to kind of open one, you can just use the tester bottle. What I would say is that it's light coverage. It's definitely buildable, but it's light to medium, if that coverage. It does suit my skin, but I don't think it gives the coverage of the MAC NC15 that I usually, the Studio Fix Fluid. But I wanted to try it out because I'd heard a lot about it, and I am wearing it today, and obviously that's the first time I've worn it, so I will try it out throughout the week and let you know how I get on with it. But it's definitely, just to let you know, it's definitely light to medium coverage, and this was $6.99 in the Original Factory shop. Again, it's available in Boots and it is available on Amazon too, but it was definitely something I wanted to try because I'd heard a lot about it. Beige linen, it doesn't have, the other thing I'll say is usually I look for in new foundations, for example, ivory or ivory nudes, that kind of thing, but they seem to have like different names for Max Factor foundation. So for example, there was Moroccan, there was things like that, so you have to really be careful and test them out and make sure that it is your skin type and it's not going to look too dark on you. And again, no matter what kind of brand it is, I would always encourage to get the tester bottle and just kind of test it on your either your side of your hand or on your wrist, because that's the best place to get the colour pay off as well. So this was again $6.99 in the Original Factory shop. It is a very nice foundation, don't get me wrong, and I think it's very good if you have really good skin and you don't have kind of sensitive skin. But for me, obviously because I do, I don't think it was the greatest coverage, and I definitely had to spend time building it up, and even at that I didn't build it up fully. But you could spend time doing that if you have sensitive skin, but again, if you have really nice skin, clear skin, it's definitely a good investment for $6.99. So that's the Max Factor Experience Foundation. And the last thing today that I'll show you is another limited edition from NYC, and this is the Individualized New York colour. So you can see along here the colours you get, so it's named as well. So you've got your highlighter, your all over lid colour, your crease contour and another crease contour. So the crease contour at the end would kind of just be to focus along the edges, and the first contour you'd bring in kind of halfway. So that really, I loved the colours, they were gorgeous. I think it was really nice bridal as well, if you're doing, if you're a makeup artist, or even just another kind of Christmas, this kind of glittery, kind of smoky eye. And then at the bottom here you have your primer base and your illuminating highlighter here as well. But again, these are, the highlighter here as well is another liquid highlighter, so just be careful if that's something that you kind of want to steer clear of if you're not looking for that shiny effect. But again, if you want to just try it out, you can, and if you are a beginner to makeup, again, there is instructions here on how to use it. And this is in 001 Hate the Light palette. So there was different palettes, more of kind of goldy kind of and peachy tones, but I wanted to kind of try this one because I really, to be honest, I bought it for this colour here, the highlight. I just thought it was lovely here. So that's the purchases I got from the Original Factory shop and Amazon. I just wanted to say as well, if you find that there's not a lot of videos up and there's a good amount of space of time in between the videos, if I'm not obviously regularly putting up videos, it is because I'm ill and it just takes me a little bit more time to kind of get back my energy after resting and things like that. And for anybody who doesn't know what I have in terms of an illness, instead of going on about it now because I know I've kind of done a long video, I will link below everything as well. Another kind of subscriber I've just subscribed to, and I think she's so lovely, and all of her reviews are really good and helpful, is Chalky Kaz, and I will link her down below as well. Another tutorial just to kind of go with the smoky eyes and eyeshadow things that I've shown you today is another hair video that I will link below that was kind of curly waves. I think it will go with a lot of these products that I've shown you today, and I will link that below. The next video that you will see, hopefully will be in the next few days, is my autumn fall makeup tutorial. Thank you for looking at the video today, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.